What is going on, guys? B2B FIFA here, and welcome to episode 23 of the Academy Project. I want to begin by apologizing for not uploading in the past 3 to 4 days. I am really sorry. The reason for not uploading is because I've been ill. I've been so bad that I was actually in bed resting for essentially 2 to 3 days. Didn't even go to my actual job. That's how bad it was. So I had the flu and a couple other things going on, but I feel a little better today. Decided to throw out this episode. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys keep on supporting my videos as well. Right here, we actually begin by doing a little bit of training. I decided to go ahead and start training some of our younger guys. Salonen, one of them. He's a striker that I'm looking forward to using in the future. Obviously, he's only 15. But I think that he is going to do great things for us once we are able to start playing with him. Right here, I'm looking at my squad. I want to make sure I have the best players out. And I'm just looking at everyone here. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? To be completely honest with you, I don't think I change anything. No, I don't. I'm like, you know what? I'm happy with that squad. Let's move on. And our first game today is against Oldham Athletic. The Owls, or whatever they call themselves, but I like their kit. It's very nice, that bluish purple. And our boy Sook right there, and we actually begin with the kickoff right there. Look at that right there by our boy Morales, just chested out like he's a seasoned center back. I mean, he's such a good little player. I love that dude. Right here, Santoro's on the ball. Santoro gets it over to Crin. Crin holds up magnificently well right there. Gets it over to Sook. Sook sends it out to Santoro. Santoro saves it very well right there. He looks in. He sees Crin. Crin takes a beautiful shot, but the keeper is there. He stops it really well. Right here, we are on the ball. Again in the 37th minute, our boy Santoro is on the ball. He looks down and he sees that Kinizevic is making a run. Kinizevic cuts in really well, sends it in, and Tashev almost puts it into the back of the net, but it was not to be. Tashev again on the ball in the 45th minute, sends it into Sook. Sook tries to turn around and get a shot. Tashev looks in, takes a shot, doesn't go in. Deflected by the defense, and this is the 45th minute, boys. That's how it ends. Essentially, we controlled that first half. Oldham Athletic didn't do anything very much, and here they are on the ball in the 53rd minute. Well, we are on the ball in the 53rd minute right here. Get it over to our boy Sook. Sook gets it over to our boy Sanchez. Sanchez filters it into Kinizevic. Kinizevic is running with the ball right here. He looks in, sends it into Sanchez. Sanchez to Crin. Crin takes a beautiful shot and is blocked by the keeper as well. Unfortunate for us. And right here we are struggling to get the ball back. Couple lucky bounces off outside of the box, and yeah, first semi-real opportunity and they score. I mean, what can you do about that, right? I'm not going to complain about anything. But here we are on the ball and we are trying to protect it. Can't find anything. Right here we see our boy Yalman. Yalman turns around, gets a good shot, puts it into the back of the net. Our boy Yalman, contribution for us, really good opportunity right there. Is the 78th minute. I'm like, all right, let me see if I can make some changes right here. Sook is tired. Of course, Shaw is coming in for him. And I'm looking at Thomas. I'm like, nah, I don't know about Thomas. Carter right here goes in for Tashev. And I also decided to make another change, and I think I put Harris in for Santoro if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I do. Right here, just making sure he's a right-footed player, so I don't take any weird shots with him. And we continue the game right here. I'm just looking at that goal by Yalman. Very good opportunity by our fullback right there. Very happy with him. And right here, not Cheltenham Town, Oldham Athletic is on the ball. We get it away from them. They take it away. I mean, we couldn't do anything. Right here, they're on the ball right here. I don't know what happened there. Takes another shot. I mean, what can you do about that? Like, okay, so he did me dirty. Yeah, fine, whatever. But it's outside the box, it's like mid-height, and it's near post. Like, there's no reason why Cooper shouldn't be able to get to that. But whatever, that's how the game is. Whatever, right? Sometimes they go in, and it was unfortunate for us that that's how that ended. And it's in the 90th minute, boys. And yes, we take another loss. whatevs. I don't even care. Well, I'm not going to say I don't care anymore. Of course I do. But it just blows my mind how the AI can sometimes just score fantastic goals. I mean, look at those stats. I had more shots. They had 2 shots, 2 goals. And you can see right here that we went ahead and met our public relations goals. Have no idea how that happened, just by playing the game, I guess. Right here, Saladin is getting some more training. I decided to go ahead and train my boy Kenizevic as well. And he does a little bit of shooting training right there. Abelovsky right here. Goran Abelovsky gets a little bit of training. I also think that I decided to go ahead and train Yalman. Yes, I do. Yalman gets a little bit of training, and if I'm not mistaken, Hall gets a little bit of training as well, and he is really close to that 60 overall. And he actually reaches that 60 overall right here, which means that he is overall just as good as Cooper and just slightly worse than McNeil, which means that we have 2 keepers that are supposed to be better than Cooper. I just don't want to bench Cooper. I mean, he's done so well for us. I really don't want to bench him. And right here you see that our next game is against Barnet, and right after that it's the 1st of the month. So I was excited to see what was going on, what we could get from our scouts. And right here you can see that our boy Harold Anderson is looking for a little bit of game time. You guys know what it is. When a player asks nicely to play, he gets to play. So Harold Larson goes into the squad. Big old 42 overall. But if you remember, this guy used to be a 35 overall. Now he's 42. Now that's not like a big improvement, but he's improved. So I was more willing to let him play this time around. And I decided to go ahead and go for a blue kit because they have a little bit of orange on their primary kit or their home kit. But we actually kick off this game against Barnet as well. Right here, we send the ball to Santoro. Santoro holds up a little bit, and we jump straight into the 45th minute. Morales gets it over to Santoro. Santoro sends it straight up to Kren. Kren is racing. I mean, he's a lot faster than he used to be. Right here, he gets it taken away by that Dembele guy that always gives us trouble, but he actually gets it back. I mean, he's a little bulldog right here. Gets it over to Santoro. Santoro, Larson takes a shot and puts it into the back of the net. Harold Larson, our 42 overall that asked nicely to play, scores a goal for us. Every single time this guy asks to play, he scores. He's lucky. I don't know, like, he is our lucky charm. Very happy right there with his goal. Thank you for your service, brother. Anyways, right here, we are on the ball. Sanchez right here has it. He's looking for something. Sends it over to Kren. Kren looks in, takes a shot, puts it wide. I have no idea how Kren missed that right there. He just doesn't have his shooting boots right now, but puts it wide. It's the 45th minute, and we go into the second half, and we jump straight into the 70th minute actually. Right here, Barnet is on the ball. They're moving it around really nicely. Champion has it right now. He sends it out to Villat right here, sends it into Watson, and Watson, unfortunately for him, can't put it into the back of the net. Cooper doing a really good job to keep us in the game. And right here, they have a corner kick, and we fortunately they get a bad header, and we get a goal kick from that. It's the 73rd minute, so I'm like, you know what? Let me make some changes. And yes, even though Larson has been the hero of this game so far, he's going out. He doesn't have the stamina levels to go all 90 minutes, but thank you for your service the entire 73 minutes you were on the pitch. You were amazing, son. And right here, I decided to put Anderson, Shaw, and Sook. So to have a solid midfield to try and hold this league and lead and possibly even get another. Right here, Barnet is on the ball, and I'm trying to go ahead and cover him. Right, I'm able to go ahead and cover, but it goes straight to Watson. Watson is looking for something. Right here, they get a shot. I can't save it. I can't do anything. They get a shot, and it hits our crossbar. Very unlucky for them, lucky for us. And right here, in the 88th minute, Santoro is fighting for possession right here. He finally does win the fight right there. Sends it over to Shaw. Shaw sends it over to Sook. Sook takes a beautiful little shot, and it goes wide, but only narrowly. And that's how that game is going to end, boys. Yes, we took a loss in the first game, but we turn around and we take a win in the second game. However, look at those stats right there. They deserve to win, unlike the first game where we deserved to win. But you know what? FIFA is not about who deserves to win. As a matter of fact, football is not about who deserves to win, it's who scores the goals. And unfortunately, I can't seem to score goals right now. Once again, Salonen and Santoro getting a little bit of training right here. I decided to go ahead and train my boy Larson. Very happy with him. I'm like, you know what? He scored a goal. Let me go ahead and give him a little bit of training right here. He earned it. And Tunis, the center back that we bought from the what is it called again? Oh my goodness, from the from the transfer market, but he's a free agent. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I couldn't remember that. Anyways, right here I'm looking at all of my players. Dragojevic right here, 16-year-old CDM. I'm like, yeah, should I go ahead and sign him? He's 46 overall. He's decent enough. I decided to go ahead and offer him a contract. And I'm looking at these guys right here. Anyone, I'll tell you guys straight up right now, anyone who's 90 rated or below, I'll probably go ahead and reject from now on, because we have too many players in the team, and I'm only going to start taking the best quality I can find at this point. And right here, I'm just going through the players who I want, who I don't want, and I'm rejecting every single player that doesn't meet the cut. And right here, I'm looking at my last scouting report, and right here, I'm like, Katola, okay, this guy looks pretty good. This guy looks like trash, and this guy looks pretty good. So I decided to go ahead and sign those guys right here. And I'm like, okay, so let me look at my squad report for my youth squad. And I decided to offer King a contract because he's a 63 overall already at 16, and I'm like, you know what, that's good enough for me. And Pahovsky, I believe I actually offer a contract as well because he's a 58 overall. But right here, I'm just looking around to see what I like, what I don't like. And I'm looking at some of the players, and I'm like, he's 37 overall, he's 47, and I'm like, he's 58, he's 41. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I offer this guy a contract as well. I don't know why I offered him a contract. And I start looking at these guys, and I'm like, all right, so Markovic and Pahovsky. And I decided to offer my boy Pahovsky a contract because he's actually good enough to go straight into the squad. But obviously, you can't just base your decisions on how good you think the players are. They have to actually perform. Like, for example, Larson performs every single time he hits the pitch. Granted, he's only played like 2 games for us, but every single game he plays, he does something magical. Like, he scores, we win because of him. So very happy with that. He's a 43 overall now. Like, look at that guy. He improves massively. Like, I would not be surprised if by the end of the season Larson is playing ahead of Suck. Now, I'm not saying he will, but I would not be surprised if by the end of the season Larson is playing ahead of Suck. I might actually play Larson every single cup game just to give him some game time. Right here, I'm just playing around with the squad, trying to find a place for some of these players. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and play some of them, some of the new guys. Some of them look pretty decent. Like, this guy's 54 overall, Tabak. I decided to go ahead and put him straight into the squad for the Check a Trade trophy match that we have coming up. And also, I'm looking at some other guys, and I'm like, okay, this Nilo guy, I'm like, ooh, 4-star skills. I don't know why I would have 4-star skills on a right back, but okay. I decided to put him in for Yalman right there. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I like the way the squad looks. Let's move forward. And at this point, I'm like, all right, let's go into the match against Stevenage. And I was like, all right, so they got the white and red. I'm going to go with our blue away kit. And let's get this match started, boys. Stevenage right here is on the ball. And they're trying to move it around. And they can't do anything because we're putting pressure from the beginning of the game. And right here, they're trying to move it around. We jump straight into the 5th minute right here. Our boy's son is on the ball. He sends it out to Anderson. Anderson holds up really well. He sees Johannesson. Vera Johannesson gets it over to Anderson. Anderson cuts in really well. Gets a shot, and it goes over the bar. I was like, Anderson, come on, buddy. You need to put that into the back of the net. Unfortunate for us. Very lucky for Stevenage. First opportunity we gave up right here. and I'm trying to back out to see if I like him. I don't know how I feel about this guy yet, but you know, it is what it is. We need to play with him a couple times, because I used to absolutely hate Kryn. I used to absolutely hate Sook, and they're players that I value now. So now that's how the first half ends, and I decided to go straight into the second half because we didn't have too many opportunities. Here we are in the 52nd minute. We are on the ball. We're trying to get it away from Stevenage, and they're pressuring really well right here. I see Son take a good run, and he takes a shot. Unfortunate, it did not go into the back of the net. Son's shot is kind of so-so. Let's just say that it's not the greatest shot, and I knew that from the beginning. But right here, Severe Johannesson gets the ball away. He cuts in really well. He sees a shot and takes it. Unfortunate for us, and good goalkeeping from them as well. But right there, we had a couple opportunities. Essentially, we were controlling the game. But right here, Stevenage gets an opportunity, and they basically, it goes way over right here. And we decided to go ahead and make some changes. Tabak was really tired. I decided to throw Shaw in there. And I'm looking at Thomas. I'm like, I don't know. I'll leave Son in there. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just throw Sook in there for Son. And I decided to do that. I throw Sook in there for Son. Harris for Johannesson. And those are the three changes I make. Very attacking changes we made right there. And right here, our boy Shaw is on the ball in the 79th minute. Boy Sook playing center forward right here. Gets it over to Martin. Martin does them dirty. Real nice right here. Stops, gets it in. Anderson puts it into the back of the net. I mean, we played them slowly. Yeah, I know it was dirty, sweaty, whatever you want to call it. But we need to start winning games, and that's what I have to do to score. That's what I'm going to do to score. Anyways, very happy with Oliver Anderson right there. He puts us 1-0 up. And here Stevenage is on the ball. They get it over to Enthley right here. And Wilkinson is on the ball. He takes a shot. That shot goes wide, but Stevenage didn't have very many opportunities, so I went ahead and put that in there for them. And right here, Harris, not Harris, but Sook is on the ball. Sook sees Shaw. Shaw has all the energy in the world. Slows down, finesses it into the bottom corner, and yes, boys, we are 2-0 up in the 89th minute. But there is still a little more to come, and right here we're just watching the replay because we don't score very many goals, so I was happy with that. And right here, Stevenage is on the ball. We're fighting to get it back. They're fighting to get it back from us. Anderson holding up really well. They give it away. We recover with the other Anderson right here. Martin's on the ball, gets it over to Anderson. Anderson sees Harris, and Harris puts it into the back of the net. And yes, boys, we win 3-0. Very happy with that result. I have no idea how Harris was all by himself. The keeper didn't come out. The right back wasn't there. I don't know what was going on, but I was so happy that no one was there to go ahead and stop us from scoring. And yes, we win 2 and we lose 1. So very happy with the results today. Of course, I would prefer to have all wins today, but you know, sometimes you just can't. However, that's where I'm going to leave the episode, boys. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and like and subscribe, and you guys have an awesome day. Peace.